Yo, Mo B, man, drop that shit. You know what time it is, yeah. I know what time it is. So grab one by the hand, you know what I'm saying? And throw up that thing. Yo, throw y'all fingers up. Dub style, man, dub style, you know. Tell me, baby, are you lonely? Don't wanna rush out, can help you if you're only. Let me touch it for wrong, love, tell me. Cause I get caught up in the life I live as hell. See, I never
Alright, I'm gonna turn that down, y'all, cause we about to go on get it cracking. We about to get back to what we was talking about. Okay. Listen to music dance for a minute, but then we gonna stay focused on my channel, what we doing right now. And right now what we doing is we going through the extraordinary African Americans. And the next one up is Denmark Vesey. He's a slave rebellion leader. Born 1767 to 1822. And it reads as such. Now, in 1799, a slave named Denmark Vesey won $1,500, so $1,500 with a lottery ticket. Now, let's see how he used this. Let's break this down. Watch this, y'all. And used 600 of it to pay for his freedom. In 1822, he tried to gain the freedom of every slave in Charleston, South Carolina. This time, he paid with his life. Now, for almost 20 years, Vesey had been the property of a sea captain named Joseph Vesey. When he finally bought his freedom, Vesey set up his own carpentry shop and gradually became wealthy. He was outspoken about the evils of slavery, frequently encouraging slaves and free African Americans to stand up for their rights. Finally, he decided the time had come for action. In 1821, he planned a massive slave revolt. Now, Vesey selected the leaders for his revolt carefully. Peter Poyas, cool and courageous, and a born organizer. Gula Jack, an African-born magic man, feared and respected by many slaves. And Ned and Rolla Bennett, slaves belonging to South Carolina's governor. So it seems to me he had different hierarchy right there. You see how they had different skills in regards to the organization of the hierarchy? Just saying. Back to the story. Now, Vesey's strike force would eventually grow to include 9,000 people. I know. So if you have the right leaders, it's certainly going to be drawing power in regards to what is being set forth now and what's going to be set forth for the future. Just thought I'd put that out there. I'm going to get back to the story, though. For different generations, too. But we definitely, just saying. Okay, back to the story at hand. He planned a revolt for Sunday, July 14th, 1822. His army would move at midnight, striking various key points in the city. But his plan was never carried out. A house slave... Yeah, because I know something about to get ready to pop off. But the fact of a house slave, see, the house slave, and then you got the field slave, and just because you in the house, you think you're better than the field slave. But guess what? Master just believes that we both slaves, right? Slaves in the house and outside the house. But let's go on and see what the house slave gonna do. Because we see what happened to Vesey at the beginning. It's just giving a breakdown of the story for Vesey in regards to what's happening. But we're going to go back to the story and see what happens. See, I know what happens, so I'm just going to remain calm and sit back. You know, this happened in the 1800s, but yeah, it's still on the DNA. It's still on the tree, right? So just due to the fact it's on the tree and it's down by the roots, you know the top of the tree can feel sometimes what's going on in the roots, right? All right. See, I'm going to let that sink in for you. For all y'all people out there that got trees, right? It's a lot of trees. What they've been doing to trees, chopping them down. All right. All right. To the story. A house slave who had been asked to join the revolt betrayed it instead. Because of Vessey's secret method of operation, that house slave did not know the names of the leaders of the revolt, but he knew enough. Charleston city officials acted quickly, and when Vessey heard that they had been betrayed, he changed the date of the uprising till June 16th. But it was too late. Another slave had gone to the authorities and confessed. Fearing captured. No, not fearing captured. They were fearing to be captured. So Vessey went into hiding but was arrested on June 22nd. 5 days later, he was tried and convicted. The judge handed down the death sentence. Now, on July 2nd, 1822, at 6 o'clock a.m., Vessey was hanged along with Peter Poyas and 4 other followers. Eventually, 37 other African Americans were put to death for their part in the conspiracy. For Vessey, personal freedom had not been enough. He gave his life so that others could be free. So here is a proven example of a human sacrifice. Just let that sink in, just marinate on that, because there's been a lot of humans who have sacrificed their lives so that we can have life. But life is for the living. Are we living a life? Are we living to die? What are we doing with the life that we're living? I'm not going to answer it. That's a rhetorical question for you to ask yourself. Definitely for me to eat of what I'm speaking and ask myself too. So I thank you for tuning in to Poem Praise 2. Next on here, my list is going to be the Black Seminoles. All right. In just a moment, y'all. To thy will it be done.